Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video on Pepe. Wanted to do a full update, so we're going to do a full update here. We'll talk about the current structure, what to expect, because in general right now, to get right into it, we are consolidating, I would say at least, all right? So we're consolidating with a slight bearish bias or a slight bearish direction, I would say. And that's for two reasons. First of all, the consolidation, if you look at the price of Pepe right now, we're on top of this significant support level here at, I would say, 11,000. So you know what I mean, 0.000011. That's a major support level. It's a previous all-time high. You can see in general, it's an important key level. We have the 0.5 fib of this entire move up. We have the 50 EMA there, so that's a strong level. And then we have this level right here between 14,000 and 13,000 as resistance. So a very strong support, very strong resistance. And then on the 4-hour time frame, and especially if you start to zoom in, you can see that the EMAs are relatively flat. Now, then why do I say that there's a slight bearish direction? It's because the EMAs are relatively flat, or at least the 200 EMA is flat. But the others are still trending down a bit. And you can also see, if you look at this, that you could argue that we are just trending downwards in some sort of a channel like this. And this is not wrong. So that's why I think that's the situation. But either way, you would still, the one thing we're waiting for is some sort of a breakout. All right. So whether we are consolidating or trending down, then it's still the question if, especially right now that the market, I would say, is relatively weak. All right, what we saw from Bitcoin on Wednesday, but also yesterday, is very weak reactions to news that should be bullish. So overall, I think the market is not doing great. And then Pepe being correlated to the market and being correlated to Bitcoin, especially when the momentum is low, which I would say, I mean, we can check that out, but I assume that the momentum is relatively low. Which is true. As you can see, momentum has dropped down a lot. Also still yesterday after I made the update. So then it will move together with the markets. The markets are relatively bearish here. So I think Pepe will drop down into this level here at 11,000. So then the main question is not, all right, well, which one of these levels is going to break? It's, can 11,000 our main support level, assuming that the markets will stay relatively bearish, all right? So of course, if Bitcoin turns bullish today, and if we all of a sudden see Bitcoin back at 70 and 69,000, then the situation changes, right? Because like I said, it not only goes one way. Pepe is correlated to the market very much due to the market circumstances in general, but also due to the lack of its own momentum. So that means that we'll drop down together with the market, but that also means that if Bitcoin does turn bullish right now, or later today, that Pepe will be bullish as well. So keep that in mind. But for now, I think it's better to assume that the markets are staying bearish. So then what I expect is that, maybe with a spike up, what I expect is that we'll drop down into 11,000. And then from there, I do think we need to gain some real momentum. Because if we don't get some sort of momentum, so if we don't get a rally of open interest from that level, I think it's most likely that we'll drop down lower as well. And something like this, until it has been disproven, I think is most likely. Now, not so quick. I mean, we're not going to drop down and then immediately after 2 touches drop down again, because Pepe still is relatively strong, all right? And especially if you look at other meme coins, it's still, I think, the strongest meme coin at this moment. So that is what you should keep in mind. But even, I mean, the situation is not great for Pepe, because even, as I just talked about, if Bitcoin does turn bullish today, with this momentum that Pepe has right now, and if that changes, I'll let you know in my middle of the day market updates. But even with that, I don't see us breaking above 14,000 here. So a really bullish Pepe, I don't see happening. I don't see any indication of that. So yeah, I think that's what you need to know. All right. So if you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.